Hello, and up for sale today I've got a beautiful 1993 Land Rover Defender 90 with the 2.5 liter 200 TDI turbo diesel. Now this is right-hand drive, so it's a UK import and it's now located here in Michigan and comes with a clean, clear Michigan title. So it is painted in yellow, and it's actually the first yellow Defender I've had for sale, which I kind of like. So normally I like to walk you around the vehicle and show you blemishes or anything, but there really aren't that many blemishes at all on this vehicle. The paint is in pretty good condition. Now we got a little bit of corrosion right here by the rear door handle, but other than that, I mean, the paint is in really good, glossy, shiny condition. Not a whole lot of scratches or anything. It's actually in really good shape. So at the front here, we've got headlight protectors, aftermarket floodlights, bumper's in great shape. This is the 200 TDI 4-cylinder turbo diesel. And like I've said before in other videos, if you can see the gold paint on the engine block like we see here, that's a good thing. It means the engine hasn't been covered in oil its whole life and it's been running the way it should be. Bonnet is in good shape, or hood as we call it here in the States. Flat black wheel arches. And I know what you're saying, these are not Defender doors, and you would be correct. These are Series 3 doors, and in their defense, let me show you something. They do clunk shut quite nicely. And another thing, because of the way the windows are designed, there's nowhere for water to run down into the frames and get them all rusty. And you can see the door frame because there's no door card covering it up. So that's a couple things I really do like about Series 3 doors. They do shut quite nicely. So on the interior here, we've got aftermarket seat covers. We've got these defrost diffuser things, which actually force the air up to the side of the windows as well, so to keep the side windows from fogging up. We've got 70,000 miles on the clock, which is nothing really. Aftermarket center console with AM/FM CD player. Center cubby box with mag light holder. And we've got a set of Come-Ho MTs with nice aggressive tread on there. Rear cross members in great shape. And also we've got an a late model 300 TDI axle on here with the disc brakes, which is a good thing. Nice solid rear chassis. No holes or welds that I can see. In the back here, the rear door is in great shape as well. No rust or holes. There's a little bit of surface rust on the bottom, but no big deal. The rest of the door is in pretty good shape. In the back here, we've got bench seats and new carpet. And we've got a nice fresh headliner. The rear door shuts nice and solid as well. You can see the rear chassis here. Normally where they rust out is right there by the jack points, and as you can see, these ones are nice and solid. I don't see any welds or repairs on this chassis. It's actually all pretty nice and clean under here. Shock turrets are in decent shape. Front chassis also nice and clean. There's the front outrigger. No welds or repairs there. And these are all typical rusty areas that I'm showing you. Like the front jack points. Those normally rust out, but they're in good shape. And over here where the VIN stamp is, nice and clean. Moving on here to the driver's side. Again, nice and clean. Bushing's in great shape, no dry rotting or cracking. Slight leak coming out of the front seal of the rear diff. Nothing too major though. And on the driver's side, the rear chassis, as you can see, it's in great shape. No rust or no holes, no repairs. Chassis rails in great shape. Bushings are in good shape. No dry rotting or cracking. Front outrigger, really good. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and start it up. Heater's coming on, if you can hear that. So it starts right up. Nice clean oil. Put the cap back on here. As you can see, there's no back pressure, no blow-by. And there's a tiny plume of smoke on startup, which is normal, but in idle, there's no smoke. So it's running great. Okay, so now let's go for a ride. Okay, so let's go for a ride. Go ahead and fire it up. Heat's coming on nice and strong. You can hear it. Radio's working. We're gonna turn off human lead for now. So, this transmission is super solid. I don't know if this is going to show up on camera, but there's first gear, second gear. It just selects the gears very precisely, like a Swiss watch, basically. There's fifth gear. There's virtually no slop in the stick shift. It's in first gear right now. It's not moving at all. Okay, so let's see what she's got. Parking brake off. Let's go. Take you down a dirt road here so you can see the bumps and whatnot. Turn signals are working. Gas gauge is on low. Temperature gauge right in the middle. We'll let this car go by here.